Hey guys, welcome to the stream. Just give me a second while you ping the Discord. And we'll have a little bit of hello people, shall we? See how everyone's week's been. Okay. Welcome. Who do we have? Oliver, Mema, Eric, Josh, McMahon, Eggsy, Lara, Karina, Rudy, Ade, and Nicholas. How is everyone? And G as well. Happy Sunday, everyone. How's everyone's week been? Has everyone been well? We've had Cities VR announced this week, which is probably one of the least requested announcements, but interesting, right? I think if we can walk around pre-built cities in that VR, that would be really cool. Like, imagine taking a little first-person VR tour, walking around Palaven. But I doubt it's gonna work like that. I doubt it's gonna work. But welcome to Noveria, everyone. What a wonderful view from the mountaintop this Sunday, right? It's coming to a close, slowly but surely. Best week so far for Endless Rudy. That's good, dude. The best week, what, like so far in your life? That's must have had a pretty good week. But either way, welcome to the stream, everyone. We are going to carry on expanding this little outer line suburb that we've been working on the last couple of streams. And then we might build a car factory tonight as well. I'm eyeing up this space here to use the car factory unique factory, funnily enough. But yes, welcome to the stream. Let's get started, shall we? So I want to make a little change here because it's a little bit underwhelming. I want this to be a dual rail system. So we're going to rip out a little bit of what we did earlier this week anyway. There we go. Oh, she's Karina. Karina has her Roy emojis. Yes, as do all the members now as well. It's not Karina exclusive. Okay, start terraforming this out. It's cold, windy, rainy outside of Chicago. Got a hot beverage and some gift knitting to do. Sounds fun, Ade. Can't say I'm a keen knitter myself, but each to their own, right? I think my mum knits. I'm sure she does. Okay. Right. Let's move a few of these around because they are in our way for the time being. Intercity bus station, just go there for right now. And then trolleybus depot can just go into here. But this will need to become trolleybus road as well. Wonderful. But we got 32 people here already. Welcome to the stream, guys. But you're all okay. Can we do this a little bit wider? This is tedious with the small brush. Okay. Oh, what's happening there? Oh, it's my metro tunnel. Okay, that's fine. We'll terraform that out again in a minute too. And more breathing room here. Okay. That should be alright. Mags loves a good knit. He does. Mags is very crafty. Both in ability and personality as well. Yeah, I know Mags likes a good craft. Is he here? I'm not sure if he is. Welcome, Mags, if you are. Okay, let me delete this tunnel. This needs to be drawn in a little bit sooner. That should be okay. Yeah, wonderful. Okay, so this should be enough room for what I want to do. Really just want to snap to road length and angle for this. Above ground, of course. And Suburb Data with a 100 rupee super chat. Hey OE, how you doing? Sad to see Noveria coming to an end. Excited for the new map though. I'm not doing too bad, dude. I'm not doing too bad. Thank you so much for asking. How are you? Yeah, I'm good, dude. Thank you for asking. And thank you for the super chat as well. Really generous. Appreciate the support. Yes, Noveria is coming to an end. Probably sooner than you guys think. We will probably say goodbye to Noveria next week, I think. We'll probably have one more kind of tying up loose ends episode on Tuesday. And then after that, we are probably done. We'll see how we get on tonight. We'll see how we get on tonight anyway. Okay. Bring in some curve road tools. Let's not do that though, that looks hideous. A bit sooner, let's go for freeform actually. There we go, that's what we're after. Okay, so this is a little bit more impressive. It gives that rail room a little bit more room to breathe, as always. That should be fine as well. Yeah, okay. Cool, so let's replace the infrastructure that we've lost. We took out one American Trust Bridge, which we did have a good comment, I think from Ben Yates last stream, where the American bridge was just too high. So I think we'll see what we can do to correct that today. That looks about level. And then down there. Okay. Remember Ali Bariskin with a try 50 super chat. Hey Egg, at the end, can you tell us more about the next project? About the modded city, Mehmet? No, I can't. I can't. Because I'm a queen for drama, dude. I love that reveal. The less you guys know, the better it makes me feel. Alright? You guys will know soon enough, okay? It's not that far away. But I appreciate the super chat, buddy. Thank you so much. Really appreciate your support, Mehmet. You are here every week like an absolute beast. Okay, so let's snap back into our grid. Bring this up. And what do we want to do with the terrain here now? Probably just slope it out, right? I think that's probably going to be the most appropriate thing to do. Get some rocks and overgrowth down here, of course. Oh, wow. Nicholas Belinsky, my personal bubble with a $99.99 US super chat. In light of Noveria coming to an end, here is my tribute to it and you, Egg. Keep being awesome. Dude, thank you so much, Nick. That's insanely generous, man. Got those red super chats going. Got the red super chats going. That's very generous, Nick. That's not the first time you donated or something like that as well, dude. Thank you so much. That makes a huge difference, mate. Really appreciate that. And you keep being awesome as well. You're awesome. Well, you're breathtaking. I feel like Keanu Reeves reviewing Cyberpunk. Thank you so much, mate. Very, very generous. Really appreciate that, Nick. Okay. So oil fencing, of course, is always our friend when we're working with these entrenched rail connections. Let's come on to angle. Oh, maybe not actually, because the terrain's a little gnarly here. Do we need this earthquake sensor anymore? Yes, we do. Make a district after him. Yeah, I think we should after Nick's super chat. That's insane. Do we have any free districts? Yes, we do. We have Lake Squire over here. I always struggle to spell Nick's last name. It's a challenge. B-I-O-Y. Thanks so much, Nicky. Really appreciate your support, buddy. Nick claimed the European transport hub as well in Palaven. With his massive super chats. Guy's a beast. Hey Vanessa, Veronica and Osman, welcome to the stream, guys. How are you all? How you doing? So yeah, we'll run the fencing behind the pathway. Although this probably wants to be taken down to without decorations now. Because it's kind of blowing against a rail line. And then keep this pathway running through the duration as well. How many people are using this? I think we can all agree that's a lot better, right? Just having this kind of dual rail system now. Just gives it a little bit more room to breathe because it was all a bit cramped in before. Yeah. Not too bad though. Oh, hello, power issues. Are you okay? What is wrong? Yeah, it'll fade away. It always does. I want to carry on bringing in some little residential patterns over this side as well. Just going to have some general chill expansion today. Nothing mega. When will the modded city start, Egg? Everyone's asking now, aren't they? No one can wait. No one can wait much longer. Before Christmas, Gavin. Before Christmas, mate. Is that okay? I hope so. I hope it's okay. Oh, it'll have to be. It'll have to be, won't it? Remove some curve tools as well. Start bringing in some smoother connections here, and then we'll rid this side of the road of conifers. Now, the noise pollution here shouldn't be that bad. We should be alright. Yeah, plenty fine for low density res. No problem at all. Okay, and let's just bring down some little shorter cul-de-sac roads. Nothing overly complicated or intimidating to start us off. Nick donated $200 in Palaven. Nick donated more than 200 in Palaven. He sent like 150 one time, another 100. Yeah, crazy. Crazy. Nick's a beast. Well, you're all beasts. I'm not favoritist to the massive donation, so don't want to get like that. Okay, so I think we've got some opportunities to introduce the town here. So why do we upgrade the main road into a little fancy one with trees and then start bringing in some 4x4 lots to sit around this area. Likewise over here as well. Now we might have... There's probably scope for an elevated walking pathway over the highway here as well. We'll have a look at that in a minute. How about we start 20th of December, your birthday? What's the date today? 5th. That's like 15 days away. Yeah, it could work, Eggsy. Could work. Don't see why not. Don't like that. Let's not do that. That is not nice. I think farm fencing is screaming out to me. And then we'll break the pattern each time the little smaller roads meet with that main feeder one into town. Make sure we keep the right orientations though. Nick paid Eggs rent that month. He actually did mine it. Like, you have no idea. Like, I was like rolling around the town, throwing dollar bills everywhere. It's fine, don't worry, guys. Drinks are on me. Nick's been watching the streams. That was it. But no, Nick is a wonderful member of our community. Wonderful blend of secret herbs and spices. Okay, so these little vanilla dirt paths in the 2 deep tiles are going to work quite nicely, except for this one, which is giving me grief. Can we move it out of the grid? Nope. That's slightly better, I suppose. Okay, and why don't we grab ourselves a little repeated conifer action. I think maybe only on one side though. Place that last one in ourselves. Okay. Power off where I'm living, so we'll watch tomorrow. Keep losing the stream. Oh, sorry to hear that, Reedy. Yeah, video will always be up as a VOD, mate, so you can watch it back at your own leisure. Okay, so this area here now. Don't like residential here. Let's get rid of these. We need to leave. I'm happy to have a touch more this side though. And it's fine here. Okay. So we gave these guys, they need a high school. So why don't we see if we can piece together some kind of high school park area to accommodate a high school design. I think we'll go for the regular American one. If I bring a road up this side, are we going to be able to accommodate the sports hall and gymnasium, I wonder? Yes, we are, but we want to be 2 nodes closer than that. So let's go for... way about there. Yes, please. So this should create quite a nice drive-by. Quite similar aesthetics actually to what we made in 5B in that very first kind of detailing episode where we did the little power of detailing, I think it was called. I think it was. Hey DJ, welcome to the stream. And Keith as well. Hey, good result today. Good first half, kind of knackered the second half. Yeah, it was, wasn't it? It was, mate. But welcome to the stream, Keith. Hopefully not clashing with your bath time. And JJ and Rennie. Welcome, guys. High school so close to the highway. Eggsy does have a point. Could maybe knock it over here instead. Is a little bit close, isn't it? I can see the point of trying to study right next to a motorway might be a little inefficient. Yeah, okay, I think we'll knock it over here then. Let's take away this residential. Might just bring some detail into the front of the town. Okay, let's bring this over. Should hopefully still fit. Are you still going to fit as well, Mr. Sports Hall? We see. Let's find out together. Oh. No, it doesn't. That's fine though. It's fine. We'll just break this and then actually just break it totally. This will fit in here, and then we'll bring that road back out again, just on the angle snap though. Okay, and I think we can bring in some little pathways. Always find when you're making these kind of little school parks or hospital parks, you know, whatever you're kind of putting together to create a little bit of a theme, leaving little one tile spaces in for these little benches to appear makes a world of difference. It really does. Prepare to exams next to a motorway. Yeah, isn't it? It is. I think I'm just going to conifer it up then. I just don't think I want anything here. Let's just bring that conifer forest / palette back in. Just have conifers on this side of the town. Because we are kind of rural here. Let's have one side forested and some houses on the other side. I don't think I'm totally adverse to that. And then the houses start to appear a little bit further down the road. I think I'm relatively on board with that. Okay. Hey Thomas. Hi, what have I missed? Not much, mate. We've just changed up this rail line to run as 2 instead of 1. And just repositioning some of the assets we've moved. But not much apart from that. Okay, some tennis courts as well. Let's go for 1 tennis court. And then we'll grab ourselves maybe a curling park, actually. Yeah, okay. So actually bump that over a touch and then give this a little bit more room to breathe as well. And then we'll just bring those pathways back through. And across, hopefully. Should be okay. Okay. A little nature reserve fence along the main road and forest. See, this is why we let JJ stay, because he suggests nature reserve fence. Couldn't agree more. I couldn't agree more, JJ. It's nice, isn't it? Nice. Got 87 people here. Welcome to the stream, everyone. Thank you so much for turning up. We've all had a wonderful week. I think we'll start bringing some commercial in here now, though. I think I'm feeling a catfish cafe on this corner to go with the high school. This one. Little 2x3. And a tree. Just a singular large one on the corner. And then, yeah, I definitely want these opposite facing residentials to continue. How's noise pollution doing down this end though? Ooh, just about. We should be okay with that. I will bring some more trees behind it though manually. Just to shelter it a little bit more. Okay. Not bad. Do we want zone in here? Yes, we do. Continue to expand these residentials. Is this side grown up yet? No, these probably want parks, don't they? Okay, let's give them... Let's get a little dog parking on the corner. A little snowman park as well, maybe. On the corner over here. Should be growing up. We have residential demand. We'll find out what's going on. French toast is life. I'm doing very well. Tomorrow's my birthday, so counting down. I'm turning 27. Oh, happy belated birthday for tomorrow, Nick. We can get a little bit of happy birthday in the live chat for Nick for tomorrow. He'll be joining the best age of 27. Can we come under? No. Let's redraw from this side instead. You need to disappear. There we go. And then this path network wants to be completed again as well. There we go. And yeah, this is all fine. Yeah, I think we can definitely benefit from some walking infrastructure here. There's a lot of people walking on the bridges. Not so much this one. Guys do want water though. Let's bring that in as well. Nearly out of heating again. Bring them down. And yeah, they're watered. That's fine. Are you not connected now? For some reason. That's fine. We will give an earthquake center. Oh yeah, I did see a comment earlier I meant to respond to actually. Yeah, someone asked for background music on the streams. The reason I don't have background music on the streams is because I gave you guys a poll and you all voted. Actually, it's pretty like... I think it was split about 50-50, wasn't it? For background music on the streams. So some people want it, some people don't. Why have all my connections broken? Is it because I deleted that building? I think it was, wasn't it? Let's grab that earthquake sensor again. You happy? Yes, there we are. Yeah, I'll put that poll up again in the chat actually. It's been a while since we asked. There you go. Here's an idea. Make a little birthday party out of a snowman in the place named after Nick earlier. Yeah, we can make like a birthday coven. I think that'll be fun. I think that'll be good. Do the birthday coven today. Got a study. I'll watch later. Ciao, no worries, Renee. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hope your study session goes well. Okay. Try and bring in this through. Okay, so we can actually terraform a little bit now where we just see that dip on the right side of the fence. Okay, and then a little bit of slope just here. Wonderful. We should hopefully be able to squeeze in probably a few of the smaller rocks along this little banking. Get some exposed decals in there as well. And without deleting the fence though, ideally. Spin it around a bit first, so we don't get that repeated texture with the rock. And then maybe one more. You gonna fit? Yep. Cool. Wonder, have I saved myself enough room for a dirt path to sit between the rails? No, just slightly. Or maybe. No, there's not. There's not. There's not. What have you guys voted for the stream? Yeah, still see. Majority says no. Not everyone wants it. Missing the Galaxy Map theme, to be honest. Jane hated me for the Galaxy Map theme. Jane did not like that at all. Yeah, so I turned it off. Bring it back though. It's no problem. It is very repetitive music though. It's not a stream with that Mass Effect music in the background. It's not, Connor. It's not. Welcome back to the streams, buddy. Finally catching a stream. I've been busy for a few weeks. Welcome back, Zeph. How are you, buddy? Yeah, it's been a while since we've seen you in the streams, isn't it? Nice to see your name popping up again. I know it's jumping the gun, but your next build, there are some great assets from Berryville Collection and Historic Houses Collection by Smiles. And like all of King Leno's stuff. I've basically got all of King Leno's stuff, yeah. We were doing a little... What would you call it? Kind of workshop scouting session today in the Discord, looking at some assets together. Big shout out to Eggsy, Karina, and Snakus for helping me navigate the workshop for the first time. Because I've never actually touched the workshop. Okay, so we have a little bit of no man's land between the passenger harbour and this little waterfront. Now, a road connection would be the most pleasing, but I'm just not sure how many people are going to use it and whether or not it's going to be a problem. It does feed them into the one-way system. Highway access shouldn't prioritise it because they won't come down this one. They should still use the high speed little three-way interchange here, which looks terrible now, doesn't it? This is really bad. I remember this looking better when I built it. I'm not sure why it looks like that. Okay, let's just leave our game on 3 speed, see if anyone uses it. Yes, okay, here we go. One person is. Where are you going? Leaving the city. Really? And you're taking that way? Interchange right there. Intercity buses will take it as well. Can probably remove that problem by getting rid of the intercity bus station, but do enjoy an intercity bus station. These power lines are now interrupting my build. Let's get rid of these and reconfigure this bus station to probably sit waterside. Okay. We'll decorate that intercity bus stop up in a minute as well. Okay, still endless power outages, that's fine. Hey Joy, happy Sunday to you as well. We turned Egg into a workshop monster, we really did. I was like, oh, this is nice. I can totally see how people like really get hooked and just subscribing to thousands of assets in kind of like a go at a time. It's pretty addictive. Right, so this should change. No, it won't actually. It needs to be the other way, doesn't it? We are right-hand traffic. There we go. So yeah, stop here and let's make a little. What's that? Basically 4 tars, isn't it? If you discount the shattering. Are we going to see some OE buses and trams on the stream? Probably not for Noveria. You will for the modded city. But probably not in Noveria. Not now anyway. It's probably too late. Okay. So let's bring in some farm fencing. And let's go nature reserve with decoration. I feel like it's been a while since we've really used this pathway. One of the favourites, of course. And then we'll box in one side and just make a little community garden, if you will. Using some part props. Let's dive into the world of part props. Maybe go with one of these little things, little pavilion, right? Then bench, high level bench. This bench is level 50, the final boss. It's actually the final boss of City Skylines. That's how you win the game, is to defeat the high level bench. Okay, yeah, maybe a little like news kiosk as well for people getting off the trolley bus. Happy with that. What else do we have? Light, of course. Let's come into nighttime views. Hey JT, welcome to stream, mate. And then I think some city park props will go nicely as well. Maybe a singular flower bed. Not too bad. Maybe a little sign as well. Okay. We'll just watch Egg descend into mod madness as his Midwest city becomes a monstrosity like New Zealand or Clearwater. New Zealand and Clearwater are monstrosities, are they? I thought they were good. At least I don't think they are. Shows how much I know about mods though. I have actually been catching a lot of Clearwater County recently. Because there's one thing that's in the back of my mind kind of all the time with this modded build is like, what if it still looks vanilla? Because I don't play mods in my spare time. Like, at all. The only mods I ever use are like quality of life ones. Propline Tour, for example. You guys saw how awkward it was for me to get to grips with some of the 5B stuff. It took me a long time. Basically the whole first season to get used to some of those mods. Okay, let's connect the waterfront in as well. Again, I think some university city commercial is going to lend itself really well here. Some of those really nice, like veranda looking restaurants. Not that one. Is it this one? Yeah, this one. And then one more like that. I think I'm happy. You don't want a full modded series, partly vanilla to ease your way is the right idea. Yeah, it definitely won't be like a $2.20 level of mods. It'll be something a little bit less insane than that. You know, like, I think Clearwater County is more heavily modded than Teeland, isn't it? At least I think it is. So, yeah, probably to the somewhere in between like New Teeland and Clearwater County is the level of mods. Biff's latest video really shows off the power of node controller. It does, doesn't it? I was watching him do that loop tool. Amazing. It's like so good. Like basically that entire series is just going to be me getting blown away by all the different things mods can do. So I hope you're looking forward to that. And let's bring in a zoo restroom in this little park as well. And then I think we'll finish it off with a touch of farm. Let's bring it back to daytime as well. You guys probably can't see. Okay. Maybe some very light, smaller tree detailing as well. I'm just looking forward to having colour back, to be honest. That's the main thing. Okay. That's not too bad, is it? Just a little collection of props and materials to fill out a square alongside a high street. So kind of exactly what we were just discussing in this 6-lane arterial over here. You know, how we kind of positioned assets and stuff and whatnot to decorate the main road. Like with the Biofuel Bus Depot, Intercity Terminal and the Road Maintenance Building. Starting to see some similar vibes generate down here now as well. Not quite as grand a scale, but kind of what I'm after anyway. Perfect spot for a coven, it is, isn't it? Yeah, should we put the birthday coven here? Let's clear out a little bit of these, a few of these trees. So for a snowman, of course, it's always 4, isn't it? They always come in 4s. 1. I'm guessing there's no birthday related props, is there? Well, there's a childbirth center, which to be fair is related to birthdays. Probably a table then, right? As if they kind of sat around a table having some cake. Maybe with... Or maybe they've hired like some street food for the day. Made like their own little food court. Can we get a tile down as well? Yeah. Let's get a tile under them. Yeah, they probably won't need a light. They're already close enough to the road. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. A bouncy castle. The castle isn't in the snow map, is it? The bouncy castle. Carousel. I guess that's slightly more birthday themed. Let's have that along the waterfront here. I don't think I hate it. Is it your birthday, Egg? No, it's not, Owen. It is Nick's birthday tomorrow. Nature Reserve feels very rural. Would Zoo Pappy decorations be better? Or here? We can have a look. No, I think I prefer the rural vibe actually. Just like a little dirt trodden path. You know, like it's not been laid by the council, like it's just been trodden. Because that's where people have decided to walk. And I think what we'll do is a little kind of bush pathway. Which might be the most like, overcharged thing. Making a pathway out of bushes. Just so it kind of leads people up to the bench and the pavilion. Yeah, that's okay. What map is this? This is Frozen Shire Remastered and Eggsy remastered it. So it was a base game vanilla map, but it was bad. And then Eggsy fixed it. Just wonder if we can fill out this little corner here with some vanilla pavement path. We definitely can. Can we squeeze through? No, but this road is a little bit janky though. No, it's okay. It's fine. Okay, so we can trim this off now. So we did talk about a hospital, didn't we, last episode? Last stream. Maybe fill in this space here with a downtown hospital / I don't know. I don't know what the other word is. You know, medical facility / complex type thing in this space here. Let's start discussing that possibility. Let's see what we can come up with. So we want to run... Well, let's just start running parallel with the highway and then see what we think. Let's first of all choose our hospital asset. So we do have 3 available to us. Where are you? So there's the Toy Town looking one, the European, and then there's the content creator one as well. And the Japanese one. Hey Jennifer, welcome to the stream. Okay. So I definitely don't like the Toy Town one. This looks like it's made out of Meccano or something. Don't like this one at all. Awful. And then you've got the Japanese content creator one, which is quite modern, if not a little small. I do like the height of the European one. Maybe we can use both, you know. Maybe this is like a separate ward, if you will. Hey, Mogobello. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Welcome to the stream, mate. How are you? Maybe a small commercial area. I feel like there's always decent restaurants around hospitals. Yeah, that's true. We can make like a little eatery. First one not so cartoonish. Yeah, it's like for those that grew up in the UK, at least, you guys might have this in the rest of the world. But if you ever played with Fisher-Price when you were a kid, this looks like a Fisher-Price hospital, like something you'd get to give a 3-year-old. Okay. Let's terraform, because the landscape's a little bit janky here. And then we can start having a look at where we want to position this hospital. You could even use it as the main entrance into some kind of hospital complex kind of entrance, right? Yeah, that'll play mobile or play school tour. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? I think it's the big red cross on the front of it. It's actually based off a real hospital in Arizona. Is it really? I had no idea. I think I want this taller hospital, maybe facing the downtown on a little angle. The university hospital is great if you have it. The university hospital? Which one are you talking about? From... We do still have a couple of campus uniques as well. Isn't there a School of Medicine here? Where did I put that? Where's the School of Medicine? Is it in the... God, where is it? I can't even remember. School of... Oh, it's in here, isn't it? It's here. Yeah, there it is. No, I can't steal that. It's too much of a fixture in the skyline already. Okay, but there is possibility of campus uniques to appear within this hospital complex if we wanted to. There's economics and environmental studies. So, I mean, it doesn't have to be... We can just pretend it's something else. There's a few candy government gardens here. What school is this? Trade school? No. Liberal arts. So let's take this over here. Just... Oh, oops. I just destroyed that park area. Oh no, I'm still doing it. There we go. Okay, so we'll give ourselves a campus area to play with. We might include some of those campus uniques. And just sever that connection all the way back. Wonderful. Hey Egg, just finished up a test, so saying hey. Hey Jonathan, welcome to the stream, buddy. You could pair it with some other healthcare buildings, like the cryo amber crematorium things. I mean the cryo the cryo preservatory. yeah, we'll do that. School of Medicine, yeah, we've already used it, Greg, unfortunately. Okay. So let's eye up these two first. Let's move our little general hospital over, because these are going to be big boys. So there is the School of Environmental Studies. Ah, it's taking up too much room. Let me try this again. Let's try it on this side. Oh my god. Right. There we go. Okay. This definitely has more of a hospital vibe out the front, doesn't it? The economics school. And then there's this one here, which again is quite hospital-y looking, isn't it? If anyone's ever watched House, this kind of reminds me of the hospital that House works in. I think it's this little walkway. I can't remember what it's called. Is it Sacred Heart? Is it Sacred Heart from House? I can't remember. It's been years since I've watched it. How's the poll doing? Oh, yes is in front for background music for streams now. Okay. Alright then, I'll get some background music for next stream if you guys want. Just want like lo-fi jazz kind of type of stuff. Or more Mass Effect music. So, I'm happy with either. That's from Scrubs, is it? What's the... Is there any House fans in the live chat? I feel like there should be, because House is amazing. What's the hospital from House called then? I thought it was Sacred Heart, but that's Scrubs. Which I don't actually like Scrubs, by the way. Scrubs is not my thing. That's probably going to upset a lot of people. Yeah, never really been into Scrubs. Is it just Princeton, is it? Okay. The economics building looks way different from the other liberal arts buildings. It does, doesn't it? Okay, I think we're going to use both then. And I think what we can do... Because this is not a too dissimilar looking asset. If not, the brick is a little bit darker, but that's okay. Can we have house music, please? Do you mean music from the series or the genre, Eggsy? Because we are talking about house at the minute. It's a little bit confusing. Princeton Plainsboro Teaching Hospital. Yes, that's the one. That's the one, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, I know what I'm doing here. Let's plan out a university. No, a hospital. Well, it could be a university hospital, I guess, right? So on the smallest of angles, let's come out from here. And then we'll knock this up. That one. Okay, and then we're going to take this road out here. Now, what I'm hoping will happen in an ideal world is that this idea will come off. Now, because it's a campus asset, we can play with pathways, which is really going to help us with positioning this thing. And we'll have a perfect little box of... Oh, I'm playing with all kinds of shattered zone in here. This just makes this more awkward. It's fine though. Let's just snap to those angles as we come down the side. Okay, and then let's grab the economics school again. Ah, rails in the way. I'm going to change the angle. I'll get ready for this, everyone. This is going to be a fun build. I'm going to be really, really picky about this one. Okay, let's try that instead. And then again, we'll draw that path network in behind. And then let's see if my idea works. Can't really see because of the latitude. Can we move that? Yeah, there we go. I just want the front of the building. I have to have the sun on it. So the point I'm trying to make here is that the School of Economics behind is part of the same building, but a bigger ward. Does that come across to you as the viewer? I will leave you to decide while I have some water. We got 118 people here. Welcome to the stream, guys. It's always lupus, yeah. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Never lupus, actually. Same. Scrubs is just, nah. Yeah, it was never... It's kind of like Friends for me as well. I think if you didn't grow up with it, all my friends are into it, but I was just like, it's not funny. It's just not for me. It's not my sense of humour. Yeah. A house remix of the House Show soundtrack. Yes, Alex. I like that one. Yeah. Choose between Palaven and Noveria. Palaven. Easily Palaven. It's not even a contest. Yeah. Palaven every time. Palaven's green. Love it. I'd love to see a video on how to prevent fixed fractured zoning. I can show you now if you want, Jeff. I don't think it needs a video. Whenever you're starting, to say if you're coming off like from a 90-degree angle, don't snap to another road guideline. If we draw it in a road here, let me find a fresh space. So we just snap to the road guideline of the rail. So if you're going to be snapping, so when you draw this road out, if it's trying to snap to like another guideline of say, like these guidelines here, even though it's still at a 90-degree angle, it doesn't happen every time, but it can do. So you see there, because it's snapping to the guidelines of these roads and keys. So if you're getting it, just turn off road guideline snapping, so your grid network stays true to the one that you start. You can draw out as many different times as you want, and the grid will never shatter because it's all the same grid network. You're not snapping into another road guideline. It's actually quite a nice residential road there. It's quite a nice little design. Yeah, I mean, that's what stops it for me anyway. Just turn your road guideline off. Stops the zoning from showering. Okay. Pedestrian bridge would help to have it... Wait, hold on. I feel like the front of the economics building should be visible. Okay, yeah, that's a solid assessment. We can maybe knock it on the side then. Actually, that would probably be more appropriate, you know. Tether this onto the side. Yeah, let's do that. I'm still not convinced where I want this sat. Here? Just facing onto the highway? Am I overthinking this a lot more than it needs to be done? Just something like that. And then if we grab that hospital, is that going to be too deep? Yes, by quite a bit as well. Let's try it about there. Not like that though. We are now one tile too deep. Let's try it again. Yeah, so it ends on that tile. So that would be the closest space to back onto it. I think that's more of what I'm after. What about the rear of the economics building? It looks interesting. It does. It's definitely not a front though. Okay, let's go with that for right now. And then... do we want to bring in the School of Environmental Studies as well? I think I do. What about the boulevard with trees for the economics hospital to sit? Do you mean the mass transit one? Or the actual double one with trees? Yeah, I feel like I maybe got on board with that. It's going to be so expensive. Alright, let's bring that in. I definitely want this, but I want some kind of like parkland between it where maybe Sims can come and, you know, ponder life as they wait for their loved ones in the hospital. In the freezing cold. Okay, let's box this in. We'll definitely have some car parking here as well, I think. But we're going to have to just push this rail ditch back out a little bit again. That road has sunken, I'm not oblivious to that. Let's change that as well. There we go. And then this, Jeff, is where road guideline is useful. We're coming back in. But you can see now how the zoning shatters because it's a different kind of grid system. That's when you get shattered zoning. So I think I have a very kind of clear vision of how this looks in my head, but whether or not we can pull that off is another story. And a coffee shop from Green Cities. Joy, are you on commission for Green Cities? every stream, Joy's here like, maybe something from Green Cities? Like, I'm not complaining, like I love Green Cities, but Joy really loves Green Cities. But yes, I agree, Joy. Maybe a little coffee shop might be nice. Ah, doesn't fit on the orientation I want it to. Okay. Will fit there though. It will fit here. Just about. So now I want to delete these and bring this road just up and against. And then can I... No, leave that one like that. And then can we bring you up to touch? Can we get back to back? Yes, please. Yes, we can. And then connect those through. So that gives us our little thinking area. And I want this to be surrounded by, like, you know, these taller, more medical looking buildings. Should be fun building a modded hospital, shouldn't it? When we get to that, like, in 8 months' time or whatever it is. We do get a touch of flat and jank here, but it's not too bad. It's not too bad. It's either that or selling bush spice. True. I would rather Joy push Green Cities than bush spice. Okay. Let's bring some car parking in. Let's go for some of the old Green Cities. No. Not here. I feel like the orientation should be the taller side towards the economics score. It's a bold play from JJ, but we'll test it out. Are we going to time JJ out for this, or is he? Is he okay? I think you're okay, yeah. I think I'm happy with that. Okay. Remember Ali Briskin with a try 50 super chat. What is try? Is it Turkish lira? I see it all the time, Mehmet, but I've no idea what currency it is, dude. Either way, by the way, the music vote is at 162. Oh yeah, okay, it's finished now, isn't it? Okay. Okay, so you guys want music? We'll try it next episode, next stream. Max Parker with a £5 super chat. Great to finally catch a live stream. It's great to finally have you here, Max. Thank you so much for stopping by, mate. Hope you're well. Okay, let's browse the world of medical assets again. So... Ooh, helicopter depot. Helicopter depot indeed. Lara, maybe use the medical helicopter asset. Great minds, Lara. I actually think that's quite a nice little transition. There's internal layers of height starting to develop now with this one. Okay. Let's get some car parking in. Yeah, we'll go for a little batch here. Let's get some car parks on the flatter end of the build. I have to zone them up. It irritates me if it's not. How do you decide when a city is finished? When it stops being fun. Basically. That's when it gets done. Definitely want some fence in here. I'm just thinking just regular park is going to be okay. Just to border off this highway slip road. Okay, bring it down. And then I guess we probably want some kind of pedestrian access into this hospital. The node count decides when the city is finished. Yeah, yeah, that's true. Yeah, I don't decide. The node count does. We probably would have already been on the modded city if Palaven's node count hadn't been extended with no need for water pipes mod. Okay, this is now allowing this build to sit a little more comfortably up against this firing highway interchange. Okay. Try as Turkish lira? I thought it was. Actually, I didn't. I had no idea what it was. That's why I asked. So I had no idea. Yeah, Turkish lira. Move this over a bit as well. And it looks as though the sports hall is going to work in this space as well, which again just contributes to that gradual crawl. I feel like I want a little bit of Toy Town in here though, with the red medical symbols, just so it kind of stands out as a medical area. So we either have to use the clinic or the Toy Town hospital. What's Toy Town from now? Why am I saying that? Is Toy Town Noddy? I think it is, isn't it? We're talking about TV shows today. Let's bring some pathways behind as well. Again, kind of similar, like I said, with those school designs. Just managing to squeeze in these little path networks just really helps with creating a little build. You know where else we did it? The prime example I'm thinking of is here, where we built the kind of like team training. You see how just well and nicely this pathway fits in between a community pool, a gymnasium, and this snowboarding arena. Little benches and some lights. Just works perfectly. So just saving a little bit of tile between your main assets kind of just allows space for that path network to continually detail. Okay. There needs to be at least road access in this, so one accident can't cut off the hospital. It's true, we do need to make a connection actually. I think we'll come in with... Yeah, let's just keep using this one. It is Noddy? I thought it was. I thought it was Noddy. Okay. We are also neglecting the cryopreservatory and medical laboratory buildings too. Medical lab will fit in here. No. No. Will you fit here instead? And we can change... Ah. It's a tile too shallow. It's fine. Could just knock the road out by one. I don't like that though. Okay, let's grab the med clinic. There's nowhere else for you to really sit. Could straighten out this first bit of road. we're desperate to have some kind of medical symbol in. There's a little med clinic. Okay. You've been watching the TV show Noddy? I'm up to series 7, but I can barely follow the story. I can't tell if you're being serious, JJ. Are you actually watched up to 7 seasons of Noddy? I mean, if you have, like, as long as you're enjoying it, right? I can't tell if you're being serious or not. We are thinking of the same show, right? Oh, great, no power. Oh, because there actually is no power, of course. Okay, can we get an earthquake sensor in the highway? Should be able to. Yes, wonderful. Of course not. I thought it was okay. So I don't want to offend him if he's, if he's like really into Noddy to the point where he's following the story. That's alright. Well, whatever floats your boat, mate. If you're having fun, that's alright. Hate that. I don't like that at all. Let's continue to box off the area with some park fencing. Noddy remastered, yeah. What a time to watch Noddy, eh, Lance? Endless Battlefield. Absolutely obsessed with Noddy, mate. Hey, Rich, welcome to the stream. Perfect timing as always. You alright, mate? How you doing? Okay, so just allow the park fence now to follow the design of all of the assets, at least up until that little fire helicopter depot anyway, because that already has its own fence in. And then we'll bring this down and up. This wants to be terraformed a little bit as well. There we go. And then this should just work nicely. Okay, let's evaluate the situation. How are we feeling about this now? So we have a cute little entrance road in with some slightly weirdly torn textures with the highway, but we'll forgive that. We do have a little red cross symbol. It does kind of look like almost like a little check-in area, like a reception. You know, if this was some like kind of private hospital, you wouldn't just be able to drive into it. So maybe this is where you collect your papers and then they tell you, okay, you know, go to Ward C and then you travel across the complex. A little internal trolley bus line would be really cool. It's like ferry people around, but it's probably not big enough to justify that. Maybe in the modded hospital. We'll do that. We'll see. Let's bring in some clusters of green trees around this sharper looking rock face on the highway interchange. Service interchange rather. Some overgrowth as well. Let's try and hide a little bit of that brown if we can. It's not, I mean, like the exposed stone does have its place, but not here I don't think. A couple of smaller rocks as well. I loved how we said at the start of this stream that I'm going to build a car factory and finish the suburb, and we've just built a hospital instead. More pathways here as well. Link people through from point to point. I think I'm fearing some park fence gardens. Especially in these little awkward spots here. Well, actually, no. No. Yes, but not yet. Is what I mean to say. Let's look at some Green Cities cafe designs, maybe. I guess you get soy and lentils. You know, if the doctor puts you on like a no-carb diet, go and buy soy and lentils directly on site. No, it's a car dealership, isn't it? Know your audience. Do not set up a car dealership next to a hospital. Okay, yeah, I think it's the little cargo container ones, isn't it? These ones. Yeah, probably these ones here. There's a chemist. True, yeah. Yeah, you can go with the chemist vibe. I think we'll actually go with dirt road for this. I don't want just endless kind of tarmac roads here. So we'll essentially treat it as like a path, right? But a little kind of recreation thing. That's it, isn't it? The cafe, yeah, the burned bean. Okay. We're probably neglecting... Yeah, there's nothing under the name pharmacy, but there's probably something in vanilla assets we're not thinking about as well. I definitely want some of the University City bars here. So let's grab... Probably a catfish cafe. We should put some fast food and some central wine and liquor here. Oh no, not that way though. No, face the other way, please. There we go. Yeah, I don't think we have just a regular pharmacy building, do we? At least not that I can remember. Pretty sure there's a vanilla commercial pharmacy. Are you sure, JJ? Can't really remember ever seeing it. Is there a bookshop? There's the bookstore from the Japan Modern City Centre content. No, not Modern City Centre. University City content creator park. I think it's a 4x3. There's definitely vanilla pharmacy. You boys sure? Is that it? What are you? A bookstore. There you go. There's another one there as well. Nope. Ice cream. That's the marketplace one. I know that one. So it's like a regular shop, isn't it? Isn't there a pharmacy under University City? Oh, that's Coin Laundry, isn't it? Oklahoma Kitchen. It's the next one along with the green edge on the roof. But from the one that I just placed. This one. Is that a pharmacy? Subs and salads. I'm guessing its signage will change every time you place it though, right? Does it? No, it doesn't. Oh, this one. No. No, I'm convinced. I've never ever don't remember seeing a pharmacy building in cities. I think you guys are having me on. It's a medium to large building. Play with ring. Oh, I'm not making that joke. That's not monetization material. Yeah, I don't believe... If someone can send me a screenshot in the Discord, I don't believe that there's a vanilla pharmacy. I don't ever remember seeing it. And I will refuse to believe until someone shows me a screenshot. Okay, little cafe area here. What else do we want? Let's continue to mooch through. There's this one here, that's quite... Wait, what about this one? No. Use that in the modular build. This kind of looks like a pharmacy, right? Yeah, I think we'll go with that one. Okay. Cool. Start bringing some trees here now. Definitely some invasive Palavan pines here. Place these first. This can be deleted now as well. And then a couple more of our favourite little beech trees. Hither and yon. A little bit of everywhere. We got 128 people here. Thank you so much for showing up for the Sunday live, everyone. Hope you all had a wonderful week. Can we complete the dirt path texture here as well? Yes, we can. Okay. Still a little cluster of commercial. Okay. I think I'm going to go with farm fence gardens to decorate the side of the car park out front. Corsican pines? No. I think that does make people more ill. Awful trees. Go for some similar height. I think these beech trees, are they? Alders. Alders. Okay. And then let's tidy away just a touch of this so we can continue that pattern. Hey all, I feel embarrassed showing up here because I haven't watched the latest videos. I got caught watching Hell's Kitchen 24/7. I'm sorry, I do not apologise for watching Hell's Kitchen Knight Rider. I absolutely binge Hell's Kitchen. Hell's Kitchen's amazing. In fact, that's the only acceptable excuse not to watch the videos. is a Hell's Kitchen marathon. But welcome back anyway. Yeah, I've been missed. Can I not terraform that tiny little slope? I don't think I can I? Ugh, no. The 6 lanes in the way. It's fine. And then let's clear out the front trees. Probably bring in a little... conifer pattern here. I feel like having so much naked exposed space on the side of it from where this rail junction occupies is kind of killing it a little bit for me. I think we're going to detail this up with lots of larger rocks and overgrowth and stuff and try and fill this space in a little more organically as well. Check the palm mate for music. Music won, didn't it? I won't set it up now because it'll take me a while to find some copyright free music that won't take my channel down. But yeah, I'll get a little chill lo-fi house playlist set up for next week. If there is a stream next week, Noveria might be done then. Well, we'll still stream, but it might not be as it is. Because Noveria might be finished then. Maybe. I think we're going to do one more episode on Tuesday. And call it like tying up loose ends. And just kind of spend a bit of time running over each area of the city and maybe introduce a couple more factories. I really want to do a car factory build. I haven't really ever used that unique factory, and I think it's really nice. So that'll probably be Tuesday's episode, maybe. We'll see. We shall see. I really like your creativity. Thank you, Meme. Glad you're enjoying it. Okay, some spatterings of tree coverage, if you will. Something a little bit taller as well. I'm aware we can do this with forest brush, but I want this to kind of be hand-picked and placed, if you will. Hand-finished. How long before the modded city starts after Noveria is finished? Probably about a week or so, not long. The trailer will drop for the new city first, with the start date on it. Like it did with Noveria. But like, before Christmas, you'll have it. It would have started by then. Okay, so I think this space is a little more appealing now, isn't it? How are we looking at night time? How are we looking at night time? I don't mind it. I do need to nip to the bathroom though, so I will be a hot minute. I will leave you guys with a night view of the hospital complex and the skyline. So I'll snip to the toilet. I'll be right back. Oh, hello people. Hello people. Someone better tell Nick about the Hell's Kitchen thing. I feel so bad about Bridge of Brentwood. Yeah. Yeah, someone tell Nicole that it's okay to watch Hell's Kitchen and ignore my videos instead. The only reason why. Sorry, I just punched my microphone. Do you have a map picked already? Yes, we do. The map has been custom made by Eggsy and Karina. Can we have a path meandering through the trees and the rocks? And zoo path bridge over the trail lines to the hospital, over the rail lines. Through the trees and the rocks. Where are you talking about? Here? Down here? Yeah, we can do a path there. And then what, elevated EZP over here? Absolutely, I can get on board with that. Let's give a zoo path of decorations on the angle and the road length, and we did delete a path space here, so we can reuse that, that's fine. Okay. And then can we just... We do lose the fence, but we can redraw that in, that's no problem. And then will the angle snap just be my friend here as we cross over. Can't imagine this will get a tremendous amount of use. But I appreciate the thought behind it. Elevated zoo path is always a favourite. Okay. Yeah, that's quite nice, isn't it? That's a nice little layer. yeah, we'll see if anyone picks that up. Will you develop the shore of Noveria all the way to the edge of the map on that side since it's so close to the downtown? No, this will be... This road here marks the edge of kind of this side of Noveria. I do want to try and build a border crossing in Vanilla City Skylines, but I need to test that build first. We'll probably put a border crossing on this highway. But yeah, I need to test the build first to see if it works in Vanilla. We might have a little preview of it today and see what we can do. Okay, hello asset repetition. Jubilee has something of a monopoly on this area. Just allow those to regrow. Okay, and then another little pathway here. I think Nature Reserve is going to work nicely here, actually. Although the terrain might not be massively friendly to what we want to do here with the way the roads are placed, but... Yeah, I don't think there's... Yeah, there is just a touch of room just to bring in a slope. I think it's probably going to be too steep, isn't it? We can bring it over here, though. Just talking to myself now. Actually, just place it and see what happens. Ah, no, not at all. We do have one here. No, it's not going to fit there. I was happy with how it was. Okay. So the pharmacy is a generic growing asset, just tested it. No specific building. So... I don't know what you mean. What, it just spawns in and it's called pharmacy, but it's not actually a pharmacy. Is that what you mean? E6. Confusing me. Bring the fence border onto the highway slips. Wonderful. Pretty much, yeah. I knew there wasn't. I knew there wasn't a vanilla pharmacy asset. I would have known. I would have known. So like it would just grow in and be called a pharmacy. Yeah, see, there you go. Super pharmacy. And it's like a Jubilee clothing shop. Lies. Lies. Okay, how long are we into the stream here? An hour and a half. I wonder if we can maybe test out some ideas for a border crossing build together. Maybe. Let's have a look at the highways. Where's going to be the best spot for a border crossing? It has to be quite a nice stretch of straight highway for it to work. Probably here's the most appropriate, I think. Okay. I've been looking also. Is that what everyone's been doing? Just trying to find the pharmacy asset. Okay. I kind of want the border crossing to be on the south, though, for law reasons. Okay, yeah, I think we're going to build it here. Because I wonder what city could possibly be south of Noveria, right, guys? Okay. Break the highway. And actually, let me actually save my game for we do this, just in case it goes wrong. So it would be nice if we could use the one-way large toll booths for this, because they're just bigger. but they're going to need to be staggered because they won't fit next to each other. Which is fine, it's not really a problem, but you have to bear it in mind. Snap that as well. It does look weird not snapped to a 90-degree angle, doesn't it? Vancouver, South Varia, Clearwater County. Can you imagine if Clearwater County was down there? Crossover that nobody asked for. So, welcome to Clearwater County, everyone. Palavan? No. Palavan's down the other highway. Palavan is down, down this road. Down this one. Palavan's 6 hours west. So that way. Yeah, that looks naff. Can't do that. I think we're just going to have to widen the highway. Which is a little bit of a tricky task anyway, because it always looks strange when it just kind of bulges out like that, but whatever. Okay, so ideally, what's that distance there? Let's bring it out for 60. Or 80 even. How much space does that leave us between two one-way tall booths? Can we come through the middle? Yeah, okay. Got to run. Nice hanging out as always. Thank you so much for hanging out, Joy. If you guys aren't subscribed to Joy Plays Cities or Joy Builds Cities, do go and show some support. Just make some decent content. I think these are just going to have to be further back, aren't they? Because this curve is going to look so strange. Or actually, maybe not. We can get some kind of symmetry here. Oh, even though that one's facing the wrong bloody way. You do that again. Spin it around. Oh my god. I don't know why we place it on the same road. Okay. There's the 90-degree snap. Wonderful. Cool. I think I'm happy with that split. It's not particularly ugly. We get the nice curves either side as well. I'm dipping out as well. Time for a little study session. No worries, Minor. Thank you so much for hanging out, buddy. I think you should check out the border crossing in Google Earth, like the Greece, Turkey, or Canada, US. Yeah, it's not a bad shout, Mehmet. We might have a little look at that, actually. We might jump into Google Earth in a second. Oh, and Nick Tor X or Kiss with a $5 super chat. Glad to catch a stream again. How long do you think you'll be live for? Thank you so much for the super chat, Nick. Really appreciate that, buddy. It's really nice of you. Probably another half an hour, 40 minutes. 40, 50, an hour, maybe. I don't know. At least another half an hour, mate. Thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate that. Okay. So, highways will now feed back into this point. So what I'm thinking for, obviously lots of industrial road around this. And then I want to be snapped directly parallel to those toll booths for some brief discussions around asset placements. Let's have a look. So there we go, snap to that guideline. So immediately, road maintenance depots and warehouses are probably the the go-to assets to create something of a border crossing vibe. A lot of the water ones would probably be too industrial looking for what I'm after. Maybe some police stuff, maybe like an intelligence agency. And definitely a police helicopter depot as well. Imagine if like someone steams across the border, then a helicopter can be immediately dispatched to get them. A fire watch tower. That's a good shout, Exa, yeah. Yeah, fire watch towers against the border. Yeah. Right, either side. Symmetrical. Oh. Oh, save. Sip of tea for the Biffa fans. Yeah, I really like that actually. The fire watch towers repeated in a square pattern like that around the toll booths is nice. I like that. Hey, what about some stuff from the Industries DLC? I'm thinking the worker barracks from the ore industry. A maintenance building would work here as well. If that's the border, half of that warehouse is in one country, the other half in another. Yeah, they split the warehouse 50-50. Yeah, that's a good observation, Jeff. That is a good observation. A prison? I don't think a prison or a border crossing would be the best place for a prison. I think if they did escape, then they have immediate international freedom by just walking away. How about flags as well? I see tons of flags at a border crossing. Can we use Find It to get flags in the vanilla game? Yes. Flagpole. It changes its nationality based on its position. Okay, so we'll make... I feel like it wants something in the middle. Can we do that? I don't really want to link them together, but it won't have a choice because... we're testing. We're testing. In between is the sketch zone. Yeah, like the no man's land. Definitely oil industry fence. And if we just snap into the grid, we want the spikes facing that way. Yeah, that's right. So just keep snapping to this guideline since it's a left to right orientation. There we go. Okay. You should link them for whenever people are forced to turn around because they don't have a paperwork for entry. That's a good shout, actually, NJ. That is a good shout, yeah. Like, no, turn around, you're not coming in. Yeah, I like that. Snap to the angle as we come in like that. That should be okay. And then I feel like they would clear out the forest within like a 100-meter radius of the fence so people can't use it as cover. Putting way too much thought into this. Actually, is Josh still here? Josh is a coast guard. He knows about border crossings and stuff, doesn't he? Okay, I think let's get it hooked in just so we can see it flow. Because I think it immediately curves, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. Okay, so let's repeat that pattern here as well. We had road guideline and length snapping on too. Yeah, let's hook into that. I just want to see it flow, see how it looks. I don't think they have fences on an ocean. Yeah, you get my point, Win. Imagine it's a fence just floating on the ocean. Like, no, you can't come past. I know the US-Canada border has a heavy forest on either side in some places. The actual border is cleared out. Okay, let's jump into Google Earth for a little bit. And we'll see what we think of some border crossings in and around the world. So let me load it up. Give me a second. Okay. Let's see. So the US, Canada, and Mexican borders will probably be the most obvious choices. Josh, what's that border crossing? You told me it's like south of San Antonio, isn't it? It's quite a famous one. We were looking at it in the Discord the other week, Josh. It wasn't San Antonio, was it? It's like further south. Peace Arch border crossing. Yes, El Paso. That's the one, isn't it? It's here, is it? Yeah, so there's the border. Yeah, here's the crossing. God, look at all the cars coming in. Jesus. It's like 3 going out. Alright. A border crossing directly into a suburb, though. That is interesting. It actually doesn't even look built. It doesn't look like it's finished. Can we get a little street view down here to see what kind of vibes we're working with? Some intersection marking tool happening here. Yeah, it's just kind of... Yeah, here it's still being built. Okay. Mark says the Peace Arch border crossing is a decent shout as well. Okay, let's have a look at that. Border crossing station near Peace Arch. Is that going to give us what we want? It's taking us to... Where is this? Are we in Canada? No. Are we? Yes, that's Labrador, isn't it? No, Labrador's further up. Yeah. Where is this? Is this New England? Nova Scotia. Okay. Yes, this is Canada. So here's the border. Canada Border Services Agency. So it kind of widens out like we've got it going on here with kind of 2 central buildings. Look at the one in San Diego. We will in a second, Amos. Yeah, we'll head down to Southern California in a minute. Yeah, and then it just moves back into highway. Let's have a look at kind of what buildings we're working with. Really interesting road networks. I was just saying, like, it would be weird if we connected them together, but they're connected together at multiple points. Can we get a little 3D action here? Again, it is just a toll booth, isn't it? It's literally just a toll booth with a load of random roads and a car park in the middle. Okay. The one in San Diego. Let's have a look at that. So they're just kind of two highway roads and a building, aren't they? There's not really that much more to them. San Diego. This where it crosses here. Yeah, that's got to be the customs agency, right? Yeah, there we go. Customs and Border Protection. Very different on the Mexican-US border compared to the US-Canada one. No Street View data is available. Okay. We can't really get a Street View on this one. It's a little bit awkward. What's happening here? Lots of oil fence. And some bridges, okay. The loopy roads are for cars that need to be searched or go back and then come back. Yeah, I guess that would make sense, right? About here, can we get a view on the building? It's a little bit grainy. Picture quality is not the best. What year was this taken? Pedestrian walkway over here as well. It's interesting that the vibe we're trying to generate in Noveria here is quite a rural border crossing, so I think the US-Mexican borders probably aren't the best inspiration to take from because they're all relatively high density and in quite packed out areas. Like, look at these farms in, what's this? Is this Arizona? Should be, right? I think so. I can't tell where the state border is. But even in places like here, it's just massively packed in. Yeah, there's another Custom and Border Protection office here as well. Okay. Little water tower there too. Feels like the vibe you're looking for is more South North Korea. I think that'll probably be highly militarized, won't it? I doubt it's a vibe we can get on board with in vanilla. The Korean borders. I'm not even sure where the crossing would be. On the west coast. Can't really see a distinctive crossing as the one here. Nope, just straight across. Sure. Yeah, I think our best bet is the US-Canada border. Let's have a look over as we come into British Columbia. What happens here? Yeah, see, this is what we're after. Just see, they've kind of staggered it there. So the Canadian side has its own office, and then the American side does. So this is why I was kind of wanting to stagger the toll booths to generate this effect. Because at the minute, in Noveria, it's like both of the border crossings here are on the same playing field, whereas you'd probably have one a little bit further down. Okay, interesting. See if we can get a little street view here as well. Am I getting such bad quick picture quality because I'm streaming? Is that why it's just loading like it's taken in 2001 with a disposable camera? Not sure. Here is a rural US-Mexican border crossing for you. US Customs and Border Protection, Antelope Wells, port of entry. Where's Josh's message? I think the crossing into British Columbia is going to be probably more authentic anyway with the snow. Oh yes, look at this. Very rural. Where is this? Oh yeah, wow, super rural. Wow, yeah, look at that. There's nothing around it at all for miles. I've lost it. It's that rural, even Google Maps can't find it. There we go, it's there. Okay, let's see what we're playing with here, shall we? Yeah, so just a little building, a couple of car parks. If you want snow, check out the Alaska-Canada crossing. That's a good shout, Jason, actually. That is a good shout. I was checking Google Earth recently and tried to control the camera like I was playing cities. Yeah, well, to be fair, I do. I use the mouse button to slide around. But yeah, with the WASD, yeah, I get that. Can we get a street view here? Only just up to the edge of the border. Yeah, street view, I think it's because I'm streaming. It might be, well, because I'm running an experimental version of Earth. Okay. Yeah, let's have a look at one last one. Let's go to the Alaskan-Canadian crossing. There's a highway that runs along the west coast, isn't there, I think? Imagine that is where it would cross over. Good old Beaver Creek. That's like the most stereotypical Canadian town ever, Beaver Creek. Sounds like something that Stephen King forgot to write. Little gold. Is this it? Is this a border crossing? Here it is as well. The tiny, tiny border crossing. Minuscule. Probably because it's on the side of a mountain. That's probably why. Oh yes, okay, we're very high up here, actually in the clouds. Well, there's your Canadian border crossing. It's a log cabin. I love that. They just have the Canadian-American flags right next to each other. Okay, that's probably a little too rural for what I'm after. Oh, Abdul Rahman Sami with a £199 super sticker and it's mood. Thank you so much, Abdul. Really appreciate the super chat, buddy. Hope you're well, and you are giving me a mood as well. A good mood, that is, not a bad one. Hey, Pro, welcome to the stream, mate. How are you? Does anyone know of any significant border crossings on the Alaskan-Canadian border? They all seem to be pretty... There has to be a major highway or something passing through it, right? Here? Again, really tiny. And there's only a crossing on the American side. Canadians don't seem to care. Let's have a little look. Move a bit further up. That's as close as we can get. Again, just another toll booth looking one, isn't it? With a little sign. US border inspection station. Stop for inspection. Okay. Okay. There's enough to go off there, isn't there? But pretty similar across the area. The toll booths, for the most part, are staggered one on one side of the border, one on the other. I don't think there's massive anything in Alaska. It's massive bears, to be fair. Some of the bears are pretty big in, like, Katmai National Park and stuff, aren't they? But yes, I get your point. I get your point. I'm not just being awkward for the sake of it. Okay. Yeah, so I think we've got enough there. I think this will definitely be an episode or its own stream to develop this border crossing. Probably a stream rather than an episode. It's not really. I guess there is. I guess we could do an episode on this, right? I think the video would probably do quite well as well. So yeah, let's kind of eye up some assets together. So warehouses, road maintenance depots, green cities, car parking, strange road networks to link people back into. How do we work here with... Probably go for, again, industrial road. Can we get like a little... We can get a little bend here. Where people can turn around. I feel like I really want a building in the middle, but... I mean, it would work. Yeah, okay. So I think if we stagger... Hold on, let me just draw this out, not on this design. I think for each border crossing, if we were to use the toll booth as intended, and then position a side road to accommodate the road maintenance building, but it has to sit like right next to it, you can almost extend the toll booth with the road maintenance depot. Yay or nay? Definitely yay, with the fence in either side of the toll booth as well. It's almost like this is the office, this is the border control unit for this booth. Then likewise repeat that a little bit further down the highway for the opposite side of the crossing. Okay, Alaska is the size of Western Europe and has the same population as Leeds. Does it really? That is a crazy comparison to hear. Just saw Eggsy shout out big post offices. Yeah, post sorting facility. Oh yeah, does this work better actually? It has some slightly nicer fencing vibe. Yeah, definitely a post sorting facility. And probably a taxi depot would work as well. It's a little bit yellow. Well, it's got the taxi branding on it as well. No, not a taxi depot. And then, like we mentioned, with some of the oil industry stuff, just to save myself dragging the ore area over, because we'll probably be wrapping the stream up here in a minute, I'll show you which asset I'm thinking of. This one, these ones. These assets from the ore industry. Post facility looks too loading docks and trucks to me. Well, you imagine there would be some kind of customs for HGV vehicles, wouldn't you? At a border crossing. Where they have to be searched and whatnot. Any of the Japanese content creator offices left? No, I think we've used them all. There's the fast food ones, but all the office assets have been into. I still haven't replaced any Kavango either. This needs to be in the skyline somewhere. We're getting some death in the waterfront. Yeah, we are a little bit. Hold on. There are some buildings abandoned in here because of death care. Do you guys not have a cryopreservatory nearby? Not enough, apparently. I'll just drop it there for right now. Go and pick up those dead people. Yeah, I moved it from the skyline. But yeah, I think we've got enough to go off there. There's definitely some ideas. I think that this will definitely work as an episode. Probably Tuesday's episode we'll do a border crossing. That'll be quite a fun project in vanilla, right? See what we can do with that. And then yeah, let's have a little check of the traffic as well before we wrap up. What are we at the minute? 85%. Any areas of concern? Nope. Fine here. How's this roundabout doing? Wonderful. Little bit of traffic here, but nothing that's backing up significantly, I don't think anyway. Let's just have a look at it. Yeah, seems to be okay. Yep, perfect. I think that's pretty much it. Everyone's happy in the forestry area. And then over here as well. How's the airport doing? Gridlocked. Gridlocked according to the heat map. It's actually climbing. We're going up 87%. Okay, traffic's fine. Nothing to fix with traffic concerns. Knock on to nighttime view and say goodbye, shall we? That's 2 hours there. That's going to be a good place for the vid to wrap up. And we will either do a border crossing episode or park maintenance might have good vibes of border crossing. Yeah, it might. Some spice I discovered recently is a helicopter depot and a helicopter stop with park maintenance. The park maintenance looks like repair facilities for the helicopters. That's a good shout, Rocket and Racer. Yeah. I think the helicopters are quite underused assets, both its stop and its depot. Yeah, I agree with that. I'll have to have a look at it. Hey, I got to run. Always wonderful watching you play. Can't wait for the modded series next. No worries, Eric. Thank you for hanging out, buddy. Really appreciate it. Let's go see if anyone is live to chuck a host to before we say our goodbyes. Yeah, okay. So Mallet is currently streaming a brand new city. He's been live for 35 minutes. So please click the link in the live chat. Go and spam his chat with hello people and let him know that he's loved and cared for. But otherwise, I want to thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for modding Lands. I think Jane was here earlier as well, wasn't she? Thank you for modding, guys. Really appreciate it. And for all the regulars and wonderful people that hang out on the Sunday streams. There will be an Noveria episode and 2 live streams next week as we start to wrap things up. We're just going to start tidying up loose ends now, but you'll definitely get another kind of significant big build in Tuesday's episode. And then we'll prepare the goodbye cinematics. And then something else. Alright guys, don't forget to go raid Mallet, and I'll speak to you all on Tuesday. Thank you all so much for watching. And as always, enjoy the rest of your day.